poppin', y'all? This your boy Trevante, and right now you're chilling on YouKnowIGotSoul.com. Trevante Nation. Let's go. Hello?
Hey, how's it going? It's Kyle from YouKnowIGotSoul.com.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
All right, man. Let's get things started. Talk to me about that tour and what that experience was like for you.
Oh, well, it was incredible, you know what I'm saying? It was my first tour. I was really excited. I got to meet some incredible people. I made a whole bunch of new fans, and it was, every city showed me so much love. It was just a great experience. I got chased down alleys, girls were crying and screaming. It was really unbelievable. I had so much fun.
Okay, now you also had an opportunity to perform live with Bow Wow back in the day. So, what kind of things did you pick up from him?
Well, I was really around 12 years old when I actually got to perform with Bow Wow and B5 and Marcus Houston, and pretty much I really admired Bow Wow and B5's stage presence, the way they would get on stage and they would just turn into like they would turn their character on. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the show was all about, just having character and just it's like a play almost. When you go on stage, you have to act. It has to be believable, and that's what I really respected about B5 and Bow Wow's show, because when they would go out on the stage, they would just leave it all on the stage and just it would be so believable. So I really admired that, and I would just study. I love to study different artists, Michael Jackson and Bobby Brown. In addition, I love to study artists and just watch their stage presence and watch how they move around the stage, how they react to the crowd, how they everything. So that's what it's really about.
Okay, now you mentioned Michael Jackson and Bobby Brown. Both of them are artists who can sing and dance at the same time, so like perform on stage. So how important do you think it is for someone like yourself to be able to do both?
Oh, well, I think it's such a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember there was a time where I wasn't really, a dancer. I mean, I can dance, but I'll never call myself a dancer. I do dance, but I'm not a dancer. A dancer, I would really like to say, is like a Chris Brown and all those. Me, I love to dance, but I'm a singer first. So the fact that I can do both and show both of my talents is really cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember being at a young age, I wasn't really the best dancer. So the fact that I know how to move around the stage, and I know how to do choreography is such a blessing. So I love it. I love both of them.
Okay, now on to the music. Your single "Be My Girl" has gotten a lot of great feedback so far. So how did that whole song come about?
Well, "Be My Girl," it was written and produced by Troy Taylor and Chef Tone. If you don't know, Troy Taylor is the mentor of Trey Songz. He's worked with Trey Songz, Boyz II Men, Brownstone, Aretha Franklin, just to name a few. And he's also I really look up to Troy a lot too. Chef Tone, he did "Please Excuse My Hands," and they did all the stuff with Trey Songz. So they're really incredible people. And pretty much the song is just about the first crush. You're having a crush on a girl, and you think she's just so cute, and you think she's the girl you're looking for. So you're just asking her to be your girl. It's just a real innocent, good song, just talking about young love. And I actually recorded the song back in 2009. When I was 16 years old, I recorded the song, and I just fell in love with it, and it was a great record. I'm very happy I got to do that record.
Yeah. Of course, the video was played on 106 in Park. So, what was that feeling like? To have your video played?
Oh, it was great. It was incredible. Because I've been a fan of 106 in Park, since the beginning. I remember being, really young, watching 106 in Park, watching Bow Wow and everybody else on 106 in Park. So the fact that my video was on the countdown for, I believe, 27 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
It was really incredible. It peaked at number 3, and it's still doing well, actually. So it's a blessing. I was really, really excited.
Yeah, definitely. I want to ask you this because, you're a young artist, and there are like a million young artists out there who are trying to, make it in the industry, and you've succeeded in doing that. So, I mean, tell me about, your work ethic and how you crafted, your whole style and, just everything.
Pretty much, my style, I like to compare my style. Everybody always asks, what kind of music do you do? Do you do more R&B? R&B, and you do pop. I like to call it jukebox because, like if you go to a jukebox, you hear all kind of different styles of music, not just one particular sound. That's what I want to do. I want to give, good music to the world. So I like to call it jukebox. And pretty much, the work ethic and everything, I just love to, I just love to go all in, I love to write. Of course, I love to do that. I love to sing. I have, my partner as well, Dan Curry. We have our little writing team called The Concept. We love to write, and I just love to work. I love to stay in the studio all night and sing and just do what I love to do. I believe, I have this thing where I say, kill or be killed. And pretty much what I mean by that is, if somebody's always looking to be that next star, that next it person. So it's like if you're not on your grind, if you're not practicing, somebody else is. If you're not in the studio making a song, somebody else is. So that's why I say kill or be killed. If you stay on your grind and you always give 300%, you got to do that so you can be at the top. So I live by those words, and I just love to give 300% of everything that I do. It's the same thing with performing. If it's 2 people out in the crowd, or if it's 2,000 or 200, you just got to give a great show. It's all about the character. It's all about the drive. It's all about the passion for it. You should never do anything because just to make money. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a business, and at the end of the day, we all know, it's a business and everything. But at the end of the day, you should always do something because you love it, because you have a passion for it. This is definitely my passion, and I love it.
Yeah. Now, something I kind of found interesting is that, you write your own music. A lot of young artists, they don't really do that. So how did you develop that, and what's your writing process like?
What's my writing process like? Well, pretty much, I was taught by my father, Joe Halliburton, we call him simply. He's an incredible writer, incredible producer. He taught me everything I know about singing, about music in general. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for him, I would not be singing. Of course, I was inspired by Michael, but my dad taught me everything that I know. So at a very early age, I didn't really understand that. I really didn't want to write at the beginning because I didn't really understand. I was like, oh, no, I'll just sing the records and yada, yada, yada. But once I actually started doing it, I said, okay, I really have a passion because I love writing, and pretty much I'm writing, what I like to do mainly, I'll hear the track or whatever, and half of the times I don't even need tracks. Like me and my partner, DJ, we'll just sit there and we'll come up with different melodies, and we'll lay the melodies down, and then we'll start writing to that. You know what I'm saying? But I love to get the concept, or that's why we named our writing team The Concept, because it's all about the concept first, and then we just like to go off of that. You know what I'm saying? But I really get it off of how I'm feeling, or how I'm feeling at that moment, or what I'm going through. So that's really how I do it when I write sessions. I always love to think positive, never negative. Always think positive.
Okay, okay. Now talk to me about the album you're working on. What can people expect on it?
Well, the name of the album is called I Am Trevante. Basically what you can expect is just good music, great music, all different styles of music. I got to write and co-write a lot on the album, as well as, people from Chris Brown and Diane Warren, Dark Child, Troy Taylor, a whole bunch of people, Underdogs, Mishka, some great writers on it. I'm really, really excited about it. And pretty much, it's called I Am Trevante. It's just good music. I have a song on the album that I wrote called Change the World, which I'm really happy about. It's basically kind of a mixture of Heal the World and Man in the Mirror, I would like to think. It's just about being positive and saying we can make the world a better place. But it starts with you and me. It's a song on the record called Out of Sight, Out of Mind, written by Chris Brown, which I really love. I have some great records on the album. I can't wait till you guys can hear it.
Okay, now I have to ask you this because, for a lot of younger artists, a lot of times they're unfairly criticized by the critics, mostly because of their age, not even because of their music. We're seeing it with Justin Bieber right now. Do you feel this is something that you're going through? And, how do you respond to something like that?
Well, pretty much I just keep doing what I'm doing. People are going to talk to you and talk about you regardless. Look how they talked about Michael. Look how they talked about the president. Look how they talked about legends, people who sold 10, 30 million, 100 million records, you know what I'm saying? So the new artist is the same thing. And of course people talked about me and criticized me for of course loving Michael Jackson as much as I do and never not denying it. And I'm never gonna deny that, because if it wasn't for him I would not be singing. He truly inspires me to keep doing what I'm doing, just because he was just a great all-around entertainer. But I think at the end of the day, it's about being positive. You know, as long as you're happy with what you're doing, as long as you give positivity to the world, that's what it's all about. You know, and just stay positive. That's what I like to think about. Just be positive. So don't worry about the hate. You know, they keep you motivated. Just stay positive. You know?
Definitely. And the last question I have for you, man, like I mentioned, a lot of artists trying to come into the game, a lot of artists, come and go. What do you think it is about yourself that's going to keep you in for a while?
Pretty much because I'm really thinking great music. I don't just want to put out trash. You know, I don't want to just put out, songs for the moment. I want to put out timeless music. You know, and I think that's different between a lot of other people now that they're just trying to find that hit for the radio, hit for the summer, hit for for this time. But it's about giving great music. And again, that's why it goes back to Michael and El DeBarge, Bobby Brown. People I look up to. Because, they put out timeless music. 50 years from now, you're still going to hear Billie Jean, or you're still going to hear Don't Be Cruel, you're still going to hear I Like It, so it doesn't really matter. Even Britney Spears, I have so many people I look up to, that's why I go back to the jukebox. So I think with me as an artist, I just want to give great music to the world, not just for a season, but for a lifetime, So that's what I think it's all about, is giving great music.
Okay.
And most importantly,
Yeah.
inspiring people.
Okay. Now, those are all the questions that I had prepared for you, man. Is there anything that you'd like to add?
I basically just want to say I want to thank everybody who supported me, already. Who's been supporting me from the beginning, from when I was, independent to now, my major label, and everybody who voted for Be My Girl on 106 Park, everybody who came out to see me on tour. Make sure you go to my website, Trevante.com. Hit me up on Twitter @TrevanteOnhim. And just stay positive, keep it T-style, and God bless.